Hey guys, this is Wanda the Traveling Dutchie coming right at you from Cartagena, Colombia. Today's video, we're going to discuss the pros and cons of living in Costa Rica versus living in Colombia. As you can see, I'm in Cartagena right now. I'm in front of our lovely hotel. Stick around till the end and I'll make sure to show you the room, but only if the cleaning lady has cleaned it because I left a mess. Alright, I'll just keep walking and show you around. You'll get to know little facts about both countries. And if you're new to this channel, I'm a Dutch expat. And I have been living in Costa Rica for the last 15 years. And for the last 3 years, I've been living in Bogota, Colombia, off and on. So if you're new, please subscribe. You would really help me out, and make sure to click that little bell icon. Sorry, I have to be careful. It is early in the morning, but I don't want to get run over by traffic. As I say this, I see an empty street. All right, you guys, let's get into it. Pros and cons of living in Costa Rica versus Colombia. We'll have to start with a con. A big con of living in Colombia to me is the fact that in Colombia you have a rigid class system. It's bizarre. It goes from 1 to 6, 1 being the poorest, and 1 like you don't even have like a class. They call it actually like stratums, like estratos. It's crazy. 0, you're homeless, and then if you live in 6, you're the richest. So you can imagine that brings a lot of discrimination. Like people tell me that when they have a job interview, that they ask you what stratum you live in, estrato. So in Costa Rica, on the other hand, there is not, no gracias, muy amable. There's a bigger middle class. So the difference between rich and poor isn't that much. You know, I love these streets, it's so lovely. Another thing I have to point out is if you're in these richer estratos, people are very how do I say it, fashion is very important to them. So for example, in the mornings when I walk my dog in the park, you know, I get there with my sweatpants on, my hair is a mess, sort of like it is now, flying all over the place, and everybody else is there with their brand clothing, their Gucci, you name it, and all the dogs are purebred dogs. So that's definitely very different in Costa Rica, because in Costa Rica, it doesn't matter what you wear. They're not that fashionable, which I love. Anyhow, I do have to say though, a pro to living in Colombia is the fact that you've got these beautiful colonial cities. We're in Cartagena right now. So you see, Colombia was a really important colony of the Spaniard kingdom. And so all over the place you see these beautiful towns with beautiful colonial buildings, whereas in Costa Rica you have a handful. You know, like in Costa Rica, Costa Rica is small, right? So it was a poor colony, so that's definitely a huge difference. I mean, I love it, it's beautiful. I do have to peek. I made a cheat sheet on my different pros and cons that I have. Oh yeah, so talking about size, Costa Rica is very small. Costa Rica is the size of Lake Michigan. It only has 5 million inhabitants. So small. And Colombia is 20 times bigger. Let me see if this is a good street to show you guys. Yes. I'm in the middle of, let me see, yeah, why not? All right, so Colombia is 20 times bigger. And it has 50 million inhabitants. So with that being said, it is a lot easier, like if you live in Costa Rica, it is a lot easier to travel around within the country and see all these beautiful places, whereas in Colombia, you have to travel. You have to take some serious time off to see the country, you know, which is not a huge thing, but still. Sorry, I have to look down because the sidewalk is a little bit full with holes. All right, so a pro to living in Colombia is definitely the cost of living, you guys. The cost of living is so cheap here. I actually did a video to share exact numbers. I will link it at the end of the video for you to see the big differences. Also, but a lot of people have been asking me how I do what I do, like how do I make a living? And I just wanted to point out that if you scroll down this video in the description, you will see a link that shows you exactly how I do what I do, because it shows you the training I did, how to be a digital entrepreneur and how to lead the laptop lifestyle. So you might enjoy that. Let me see what I have. A pro to living in Costa Rica. Yes, it's a very peaceful country, you guys. It doesn't have a military. Whereas, you know, in Colombia, you know Colombia's past, a very violent past, so they can't get rid of the military because you never know what's gonna happen if the remaining guerrillas are gonna make some moves. You just don't know. Oh, look, it's so nice here. I think this might be a statue of Simon Bolivar. So anyhow, no, muy amable. Anyhow, because of that reason, a lot of money goes in Colombia towards the military, where they can free it up in Costa Rica and allocate it to, for example, education. And education, public education in Costa Rica is at a higher level than in Colombia. In Colombia, you do have a high-level education, but it's very expensive. So you guessed it, only those, the rich and the, oh, this is beautiful to show you, in the higher estratos can afford it. Let me show you. This is so beautiful, right? This is definitely something I miss in Costa Rica, the cultural aspects of the colonial times. So beautiful. All right, so the next one is a pro of living in Colombia and a con of living in Costa Rica is the fact that, sorry, I'm all over the place. Colombians love to party, and there's so many events. Like, there's a lot of parties, there's a lot of like art festival, many different events. So what happens is, in Costa Rica, for example, take New Year's party, take New Year's Eve, San Jose dies down. Everybody goes to the beach and there's nothing to do. Whereas I was in Medellin 3 years ago, my God, there were parties everywhere. It was so much fun. So that's definitely a pro of Colombia. There's more events, more party stuff, and more cultural stuff. I really love that. All right, you guys, my next one is quite funny. Why I think what is a pro of living in Colombia is mainly for the men. I think the Colombian women are absolutely gorgeous. They, hola, gracias, gracias. They, let me see, I'm still figuring out where I can go, where I don't get in trouble. You know what I mean? All right, I think I can go in here. Yeah. Oh, the women here are beautiful. I have to admit that some get some work done here, which is very cheap, but it's beautiful. They're beautiful. I'm sorry, you ticas, you're beautiful too, but I mean, the women here are just hot. All right, you guys, I'm actually gonna go back to the hotel. No, gracias. You know what actually came up with another pro of Colombia? They actually have sidewalks. Oh, and in Bogota, you have a lot of bicycle lanes, which, you know, I'm Dutch, and in Holland, we do a lot of cycling. So that, for me, is definitely a huge example. Pro that you can just walk everywhere and cycle everywhere. Oh, and I just came up with one last pro of living in Costa Rica. If you don't speak Spanish, Costa Rica is a better fit. Especially from the beginning, because of course you're going to learn Spanish eventually. But overall in Costa Rica, people speak a lot more English than here in Colombia. Most people don't. Anyhow, I'm going to go inside the hotel. I'm going to see if the cleaning lady has come so I can show you my room. went up the stairs and oh, actually they just cleaned our room, so I get to show you. Let me see. Coming right here. Come on right here. I think the cleaning lady's still here. So it is absolutely gorgeous. We have a nice balcony in front, which I love. Huge 2 bathrooms. And I always like to have a little living room area. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you the room. Thank you so much for watching. And you know the drill. Please subscribe to my channel to help me out. Link to the other videos here I was talking about if you want to know more. And again, if you want to know how I do what I do, how I make a living, go to the description below, click on the link, and you'll find out. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, you guys.